if you're a fan of the Lego movie, then this movie is going to be for you. But if you're also a comic book fan, then this is also going to be one of those type of movies that are for you. Because in this episode of Comic Book Review, we're reviewing the Lego Batman movie. The legendary DC icon has finally gotten his own Lego version movie. And it's interesting. I'll tell you that much at least. Because this episode of the Comic Book Review starts right now. Adventurous ones to an all-new episode of the Comic Book Review. Sorry about that, got a little tongue-tied there. I am your host, as always, Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, and I will tell you right now, this was interesting, because I wasn't so sure I wanted to put it under Comic Book Review, even though it's Batman, okay? Because it's a movie, and it's a Lego movie, but at the same time, it's Batman, okay? So it still, I guess, counts as comic book material. Either way, the Lego Batman movie is where Batman Bruce Wayne is voiced by Will Arnett, and Rosario Dawson also voices, Batgirl, aka Barbara Gordon, and Michael Cera returns to voice Robin. Yeah, interesting. The film, I don't know if you want to call it the greatest thing in the world. Angry Joe's already labeling it a 10 out of 10, but to me it was not 10 out of 10 worthy. Okay? Will Arnett's version of Batman, Bruce Wayne, makes him a very big idiot. Okay? At times. Okay? He basically acts like he's a dick. He's better. He acts like he's better than everyone. He doesn't need anyone. He makes the Batman character itself look like an idiot. Okay? We all know Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, in the comic book series by DC Comics, is a freaking genius at things and stuff. He doesn't act like he's better than everyone else and shit like that. This is kind of like making fun of the whole Batman franchise, okay? Because Joker is in it, Harley Quinn's in it, Killer Croc and all them are in it and stuff. And not to mention, Batman, when he fucking fights, okay, he finally shows he is Batman, you know? He's just taking out these villains, every single villain, one, bam, bam, one at a time. Joker and Harley put together all these fucking villains, all of his greatest villains to fight him and stuff like that. And he just racks up the body count by knocking them all out, taking them all out, bam, 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 you know, it's just unbelievable. Robin, voiced by Michael Cera, is very kooky at times, especially when he gets the Robin suit on for the first time and he's got pants on and stuff. And he rips the damn pants off and says, ah, that looks awesome, looks a lot more better and stuff like that. And Batman's just like, I can't even look at you right now. Like, what, are you getting kind of turned on by it or something? That part didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. And not to mention, it brought back a lot of villains that were way back in the heydays of Batman and stuff like that. Especially Adam West kind of Batman. I mean, Condiment King. Oh, Lord. Why? Okay? Not to mention, the film finally shows how much Batman and Joker really need each other kind of deal and stuff. And it's just like terrible, okay? The film itself is not the greatest film in the world and stuff like that. That's why when I saw Angry Joe's review on it and stuff, and he's labeling it 10 out of 10. No, it's not. It's not 10 out of 10 material. It's more of along the lines of 8 out of 10 material. Okay? Because there are so many elements to this and stuff. Not to mention, the Justice League didn't want nothing to do with Batman, so they didn't even tell him that they were throwing a party and stuff like that. And he acts like a dick, okay? He acts like a goddamn dick about the whole thing. Will Arnett, he's an okay so-so kind of actor and stuff like that. Not the greatest comedian in the world and stuff. That's why I really don't care for him as, you know, Vernon Troy or whatever on frickin' the newer Ninja Turtles, Michael Bay's Ninja Turtles and stuff. But at the same time, he voices Batman okay, so-so okay kind of deal and stuff. You know, I really didn't care for some of the shit in this film. It just was like, eh. And especially when Batman starts to beatbox. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Anyways, my final judgment is going to be an 8 out of 10. 2 thumbs up. It was okay. You know, the film was still okay. But the monologues, the dialogue between, Joker and Batman and stuff, it was kind of funny, you know, especially when he says, what, I like to fight around and stuff, because Joker thinks he's his #1 villain and stuff like that. He's his #1 that, you know, they'll always collide with each other. Well, it's true, they will always collide with each other and stuff, no matter what and stuff. But this kind of made Batman kind of like he's a big dick about the whole thing and says that, you're not my #1 villain. I fight a lot of villains and stuff. And Joker is just like, he's gonna cry and shit. And I'm like, but instead, he gets all pissed off and mad about it, the whole thing and stuff, and assembles every villain there is of Batman's rogue gallery of sorts and shit, and brings them all together and stuff. And it's just like, okay. Either way, recommendations, I'll give it recommendations, check it out. I'm not going to give it high recommendations because it's not 10 out of 10 material. It's not 10 out of 10 worthy. It's not even badass, epic seal approval kind of shit like Angry Joe's labeled it. It is not. Okay? Even my date was just like, is this movie meant to be for kids or adults? Because it's kind of stupid. And I had to agree with her. She's a huge Batman fan and stuff like that, but she said that this film was terrible. And I have to agree with her. Either way, 8 out of 10 is the final judgment that we're standing with. 2 thumbs up. It was an okay film. It's not the greatest film in the world. It's not the greatest thing to get a 10 out of 10. It's 8 out of 10. And that's it. Recommendations, like I said, is to check it out for yourself. If you've already seen the film and stuff, let's discuss it down in the comment section below. What was your favorite part about it? What did you like about it? What did you hate about it? Let's hear it down in the comment section down below. That's it for this episode of Comic Book Review. I will be back next time around with Han Solo miniseries. Han Solo got his own miniseries from Marvel. It ties into the ongoing series of Star Wars and stuff. And it's going to have some interesting elements in it, including stuff that was featured only in Rogue One. Yeah. Okay, people. And that's it for this episode of the Comic Book Review. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, leave your comments, and don't forget to hit the little bell icon in the subscribe button so you make sure when you're notified of our next comic book review, video game review, or any of our review shows. Not to mention, new episodes of the Adventurous Joe Show you'll be notified the moment they are up on YouTube. Either way, that's it. I will see you all next time on the next comic book review. Until then, my adventurous ones, peace out. May the Force be with all of you. Enjoy reading great comic books out there. We'll see you all next time. Later.